What is up? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Sapphire, and today I wanted to talk about the Jawbreaker palette. Hello. Yes, God. Living, breathing, dying for this palette. So this is Jeffree Star's newest release. This is part of the Jawbreaker summer collection. I did grab the palette as well as a Supreme Frost, and I will be using the Supreme Frost in this video as well. This isn't going to be like a first impressions because I've already used the palette once, and let me tell you, amazing. So today I wanted to do something kind of different. I'm going to be doing, I think it started on TikTok, but it's a challenge where you put in the number of shadows that is in a palette and then have a random number generator pick out like 3 or 4 numbers, and then based on the numbers that it picks, you do a look that coordinates with the numbers in the palette. So I'm gonna prime my eyes and we'll get started on this look. Hopefully I get good colors. Okay. Alright, so my eyes are primed, primmed, and proper and ready to go. I already have the number generator set up, so we're gonna get started with my first number. It's gonna be 12. I don't know if you can see. Let me mark that down so I don't forget. And that's going to be number, that's a thing that I like about this palette, is that it folds back really easily. Very, very nice. Okay, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jawbreaker. Alright. So we have our first shade. I'm going to be doing just 3, just so, you know, it's going to be a more simple look for those of us out there that like to keep it simple. Okay, second number is going to be number 6. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Licorice. I've used that shade already. It's nice. Alright, last one is, I hope it's a good one. 9, 7, 8, 9. I haven't used this shade yet, so that's exciting. So now I kind of have to think about what look I want to do. Actually, I think I'm just going to jump right into it, and whatever happens, happens. I'm going to take a gumdrop on a fluffy brush. Okay. So there is some fallout with this shade. I don't know if you can see, but there is a little bit of fallout, which is what I expect with shades that are more like pastel-y, because there's so much white pigment that usually has to go in them that they just become more powdery by nature. Okay, so I'm just gonna stamp this color all in the crease. The shade is so pretty. Oh, I love it. I don't have any purple in my collection that's like this, which is something I have to say about the whole palette. Actually, like, looking at it, you would be like, well, the reds in the palette are pretty similar to, you know, other red shadows. It looks pretty similar to the reds in Blood Sugar. But after swatching them and like playing around with them a little bit, they are definitely different. The undertones are slightly different than any other reds that I have in my palette. So that's pretty nice that even though the shades are similar to other reds, they're still different enough, which is how you can justify grabbing this palette. So the shadow is layering really nicely. It does take some building up to get the full opacity of it, but again, that's usually how it goes with more pastel shades. It's blending out really nicely as well. Overall, very nice so far. I think I'm going to take a little bit of licorice and run that just below gumdrop to try and deepen up the crease. I think I want to do maybe like a little halo eye moment, maybe. I don't know. The colors are mixing well together, which is great. Okay, and I'm just gonna pack licorice on the outer and inner corner. What I do like about these shadows is that even though there's some fallout in the pan, you don't get fallout on your face. It all stays stuck to your eye, which is very, very nice. I've dealt with some shadows that, you know, fall out in the pan and then just get all over your face when you go to apply them. So going back with gumdrop and just buffing out that edge. I'm really going to work on just going back and forth to intensify these shadows as much as possible. Since we're only using 3, we want to, you know, try and create as much depth as we can with just these 3 shadows, and that happens by being patient and going back and forth and really building up the shadows. And I really want to build up this licorice color, since this is the darkest color that we're working with, and this is going to be the one that really helped to create dimension. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take Jawbreaker on my finger and pat that over the empty space. Wow, you guys, this look is turning out pretty good. I'm so happy. I was worried that it was going to be a disaster. I'm gonna take that licorice brush and tap over the edges just to help blend it in a little more. And then I think I'm gonna take a flat synthetic brush to use Jawbreaker with, just to see what it applies like when it's wet. Okay, so here's Jawbreaker. Let's go in. Oh yeah, definitely helped intensify that color. So that looked pretty good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and do my face, and I'll be back to do the lower lash line and finish this look and give you my thoughts on the palette. So BRB. Okay, I'm back. I have most of my face done, but I am going to be doing my highlighter on camera to show off this beauty. This is Diamond Wet, and this is also from the Jawbreaker collection. This is a Supreme Frost, and this is the first Supreme Frost I've ever owned, and I'm in love. So yeah, we're gonna get started with applying this. Take my normal highlighting brush and just tap into it lightly, because this is like a glittery formula. It almost reminds me of those Stila shadows. I don't know if, let me find mine real quick so I can show y'all. So it kind of reminds me of these Stila shadows with like the same kind of like glittery formula. So if I like tap on it, you can see like the sparkles and stuff, and then it's like more of a glitter. That's kind of what the Supreme Frost formula reminds me of. I'm just gonna lightly tap that and then use circular motions to try and get the glitter particles to like congeal together, I guess. And a little bit goes a very long way. Like I'm barely tapping into the product and this much is coming out. Definitely want to take it slow when building up this product, because it can get out of hand real quick. Gonna give myself a glitter mustache. Okay, now I'm gonna do my under eyes real quick, and I'm just gonna take Gumdrop, which is that purple, and just run it underneath real quick. I'm gonna take a little bit of Jawbreaker to highlight my brow bone, just a little tiny amount. Okay, so to highlight the inner corner, I'm actually gonna take Diamond Wet, pop that right in there. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. I'm gonna put on some lashes and a lip and be back to talk about the palette. Okay, so this is the final look. I added some dramatic lashes since this look was pretty simple. I gotta add the drama somewhere. So this palette, I adore it. I don't really have anything negative to say besides, you know, I mentioned about the pastel shades like Gumdrop and Cute. I haven't tried Brain Freeze yet, so I don't know how that one performs, but I'm sure it'll perform like the other shades where it just takes some building up. So that's not a problem for me. If that's a problem for you, that's something to keep in mind. Overall, this palette is great. It has a beautiful color story. Of course, it has beautiful packaging. Jeffree never fails to hit it out of the park with his packaging. And I do like that it is easy to bend over like this, so the mirror is on the back here. A lot of palettes that I have that are big like this, you have to kind of force the mirror back, and I don't like doing that because it feels like it's gonna break the palette. So I do like that this is really easy to flip over. Definitely makes it more easy to handle. I do like the inclusion of the neutral shades here, because I think that makes it slightly more approachable for people who aren't used to using colors. You know, they have these here to incorporate, and even Virgin and Good Morning, I would say, to incorporate into their looks to give them more, you know, toned down, not necessarily natural or neutral either, but more toned down, easier to wear looks. The shimmers perform amazingly, and yeah, I mean, what more can I say? Jeffree always knocks it out of the park with his eyeshadow palette. For the Supreme Frost, this is my first Supreme Frost, and I have to say that I love it. I wasn't expecting to like it because the formula is, you know, that really chunky, well, not chunky, but real shimmery kind of glitter highlight almost. Usually those don't do it for me, but this is stunning. I've been wanting to try the Supreme Frost since he first released them, of course. Why wouldn't I? And I'm so happy that I finally get to add this to my collection. I also like that it has the neon packaging on the back of it to match the rest of the summer collection. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you have this palette. Let me know what you think about it. If you love it, if you hate it, if you're about it, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Once again, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.